Hey guys, today we're going to be comparing two similar but very distinctly different types of traction tape here. Over on the left is from the brand COSIMIXO, and over on the right, this is from the brand LifeGrip. Now these are designed for similar but very different uses. So we're going to talk about the pros and cons to each of these, help you make a decision based off your needs, what you're going to use it for, as to which one of these brands is best for you. So let's start by saying that the traction these provide are very, very similar. They're both made of 80 grip aluminum oxide, and I'll show you here up close so you can see kind of the sparkle to it. And it both have a sandpaper type feel to it, both almost identical in the traction they provide, and it is good traction, I will say. It does drastically decrease your risk of slipping on indoor and outdoor surfaces, no matter whether it's wet or dry. These both do a very good job of increasing your traction. You will notice on this one from LifeGrip, there is a glow-in-the-dark strip in the middle for when you're using it outside to help give you a little bit of increased visibility, especially when you're using it on stair treads outside. We're going to talk about this glow-in-the-dark strip though in a second, because it does come with some cons to it. So the main difference between these two is whether you want traction tape in a roll or pre-cut treads that are pretty much going to be used on stairs. So this provides more versatility in how you can cut it down, make it wider, make it longer. You can use this in a lot of different settings and areas, where this one you are a little limited unless you get creative. However, this one is easier to install. They both install the same way. They have a little paper backing here, which if you peel it back is going to reveal a sticky adhesive layer. It is a little tough to get these backings off on both of these, but that's something I found with every type of traction tape. You can see here it comes. You want to make sure you have some fingernails here. But regardless, they both stick really well as long as you're sticking it to a smooth, dry, and clean surface. So make sure, even on those decks, to wipe them off with a wet towel, dry them with a dry towel before you install. It does make a world of difference with both of these brands and making sure they stay down. But if you do that, they will stay down for a long time. Mine's lasted an entire year pretty much in all sorts of different weathers, wet, dry, snowy, hot. All through it, they both, on the places where I cleaned, I did get lazy in some spots, and they will start to peel off if you do get lazy. But if you do it right, they will stick and they will stay, which is really important. So the last difference here is coming back to this glow-in-the-dark strip. A really cool idea, but in practice, there are some flaws to it. It isn't very bright when it's glowing. It's definitely not a substitute for having a good lighting source on your steps to make sure that they are safe, but it is a nice additional protection. It is nice to have, but they only last a couple hours after sunset. They can't hold a ton of charge, so the capacity is limited on this glow-in-the-dark strip. It's a cool idea. In practice, it's a little flawed. So overall, the main differentiating factor is whether you want to roll or treads, whether that glow-in-the-dark strip is important to you, and finally colors. This just comes in the black, plain black, or glow-in-the-dark. This one comes in black or clear, which I find is a nice touch. If I had to do it over again, I think I'd get the clear for a little bit less of an industrial look. So if I had to choose one, I think I'd go with the COSIMIXO. The glow-in-the-dark is a cool idea, but it wasn't implemented perfectly, where I do like the flexibility that the traction tape provides. I do like that it comes in a clear color if you need it to. And then finally, in some color and width options, it does come with a roller similar to that, which makes install so much easier, where you definitely want to make sure you have a roller already if you're buying this, because it does not come with one. Overall, that's my pick, is the COSIMIXO. I do think these are both quality products though, and I think you'll be happy with either one as long as you're making sure it's the right pick for your needs.